Hello, and welcome back to Funnelheads. My name is Andrew, and if you hear the crack in my voice throughout the video, I don't think I'm sick. I think it's just allergies, so I have a little bit of water on the side. Hopefully we can power our way through this video, but I thought we'd do a fun idea of ranking our cruises from last year. We always get asked, what was your favorite cruise line? What was your favorite ship? This and that. So, we've been on quite a few, different brands as well as cruises overall, so it'd be way too difficult of a task to do, but I thought if we broke it up in years past, we can absolutely do it. So, and the timing works out great because this is the part of year where our cruising really ramps up, so we're going to start, cruising again here very shortly. Actually, next week this time, we'll be getting ready to board our ship, so super excited about that. But let's discuss 5 cruises that we were on last year, ranking them 1 through 5, and just, sharing a little bit of information in regards to each one, why they're ranked, at the top, why are they ranked at the bottom. Now, I did want to mention that we overall had an amazing experience on each and every one of these cruise ships. We just liked some a little bit more than others. Of course, nothing is perfect, but we are the type of people that, will take any positive out of a situation, but we overall had an amazing time on each one of these ships and would honestly do them again in the near future. Now, the 5 cruises that we're going to discuss are the Carnival Elation, the MSC Divina, the MSC Meraviglia, the Carnival Venezia, and the Carnival Celebration. Now, we spent a total of, I believe it was 35 days aboard all of these different ships, with the Elation being the shortest and the Carnival Celebration being the longest. Now, starting off with number 5, our least favorite of the year, and that is the MSC Divina. Now, again, we overall enjoyed our time with the ship as well as the destinations. We cruised the last day of March into the first week of April, and overall had a great time. Now, the reason it lands at number 5 is for a few different reasons. One is that it kind of felt like a small ship, even though it's not. I don't know the exact, tonnage and length off the top of my head, but I want to say it's a pretty decent mid-sized ship, maybe coming in around 130,000 gross tons or so. And it felt small because there was not a lot of amenities for the size ship that it is. We absolutely love some of the smaller ships like the Carnival Elation, for example. But with that size, you have less guests, less lines, and you're not missing out on some of the amenities because it's less busy. However, this ship, you just have less amenities with a bigger crowd. That's the way we felt anyway. The food overall on the ship was kind of subpar, average at best. And the layout, there was a lot to be desired of. It was very dark, especially, at night around certain areas. And the last thing I wanted to mention in regards to this ship is the smoking situation. Now, I know MSC is known for more of a kind of a European clientele, so you're gonna particularly have a little bit more smokers, and I used to smoke in the military, so I totally understand, but there is way too many areas on this ship to smoke. Particularly, like I said, around that main pool. We were just trying to suntan, enjoy a drink, enjoy the pool, and if the wind hits just right, you're in a cloud of smoke, which is not, a great feeling, especially for those that don't smoke. Now, a couple of things real quick that we loved about the Divina was the adult-only area, although it's very smoky, but hey, it's an adult-only area, we totally understand. Awesome views, awesome pool. They did have live music every now now and then, which we would have loved to see a little bit more. We also love the sushi restaurant. I think it's called like Galaxy something something. Awesome, amazing spot. We ended up having it at Ocean K, or eating sushi at Ocean K in the restaurant. Had a beautiful view of the sunset as well as the lighthouse show, and also the brick oven pizza. Absolutely phenomenal. Probably the best pizza we've had at sea thus far. Moving up from number 5, we have number 4, and that is the Carnival Venezia. Now, we were really excited to go on this ship. We did it in June of last year, and we were excited to get on basically a Costa ship now owned by Carnival, which of course Carnival Corporation's umbrella owns Costa, so we knew it was going to be very similar to a Carnival style cruise. We also knew it was a Vista class ship, but in saying that, it felt very different from the Carnival Vista, the Horizon, the Panorama. The Vista class is one of our favorite class ships to be on as far as Carnival, but we were a little disappointed in the layout. It felt very cut up. I think it was meant for another market, or it was meant for another market. I believe it was the Chinese market, where it originally debuted before the pandemic, and it really felt like that. It didn't feel like a Caribbean style ship, if that makes sense. There were so many areas that the humidity inside was just trapped. The ceilings were leaking condensation, sometimes into my food, at the deli station, for example. So there was definitely drawbacks to this ship. It was a very hot ship as well, so I wouldn't take this ship necessarily, to the Caribbean or to a humid area again. But, in the future, if they moved it to, a different area of the world, I don't know if it would fit, in Alaska ports or, Iceland or something like that. It would be a marvelous ship. The ship itself is absolutely stunning, with its Italian decor, really modern, really fresh, colorful, bright, and honestly just beautiful through and through. Very clean ship as well. Another thing I wanted to mention was the Lido deck area. We did not really enjoy the Lido deck area. I mean, of course, we're on a cruise, we're going to enjoy anything, but being said, it felt like almost claustrophobic at times. It's very kind of built up on the Lido deck, and if you're above, you can't really see below with the retractable roof, even though it's open. You can't get to the top decks really from the Lido deck without going inside and up, which is very strange, especially for the water slide area and Serenity. So there is a lot to love about this ship, but there's also a lot that we didn't particularly enjoy. Now, moving up to number 3, and honestly, number 2 and number 3 could flip-flop at any point. It just depends, when you ask me, what time of day. But number 3 is going to be the MSC Meraviglia. We absolutely love this ship. It reminded us of, the best of Carnival and the best of MSC kind of combined into one ship as far as the layout goes. We were absolutely blown away. We didn't know a ton of information about this ship when we booked it. Heck, we didn't even know it left from Brooklyn until about a month before the cruise, and I'm not even lying. We thought the Venezia and the Meraviglia left from the same area, Pier 88 out of Manhattan, and little did we know until about a month before the cruise, we're like, oh shoot, we need to figure out a way to get from point A to point B. It worked out. It was not a problem, but it was an amazing ship. Love the layout. Absolutely stunning. We love the different small sample size shows that are located in the Meraviglia Galleria. Love the different specialty dining options. We also love the adult area on this ship. Surprise, surprise, if you see a theme running here. But it was located on the back or aft of the ship. They had a DJ a lot of times. And honestly, It got pretty crazy at certain times. The best thing about it, though, was literally camp was right outside of the adult area, so you literally could drop your kids off and then go to the adult area, and there's a bar there. You've got the pool, of course, hot tubs, and with the DJ rolling, it was just phenomenal. Now, a couple things that we didn't like about this ship was, one, the entertainment was very spotty in different venues. Now, we didn't do the pay extra shows like the Houdini show, for example. We told ourselves we would do it next time. We just unfortunately ran out of time on this cruise, so we don't know or have any opinion in regards to those, pay extra shows. But from what we saw, again, the entertainment kind of was a little spotty here and there. Also, another thing that we noticed, and we don't know if it's like an actual problem from cruise to cruise, but on our cruise, the funnel was absolutely spewing soot. We were watching one of the SpaceX, I think it was the Falcon something launch. Amazing experience, by the way. We watched it from the aft of the ship in that adult area. But while we were watching it, we were literally getting what we thought was rained on. And it wasn't until Michelle actually looked at me, she was like, "Why is your face all like black?" And we turned the camera on, flipped it around, and little did we know we were covered in black soot. It was literally raining down upon us. So that wasn't a great experience. It actually got some of our clothes pretty ruined. We had to, of course, go back to the room and get ourselves situated. Again, it is what it is. Now, moving up to number 2, and like I said, number 2 and 3 could kind of interchange at any point in time, but number 2 is going to be the Carnival Elation. We had a phenomenal experience on this ship. It was little man's 7th birthday when we went. It was 5 nights, right in the beginning of March, and we had the time of our lives. The crew was absolutely amazing. The captain was amazing. The food was pretty good overall, maybe minus the buffet, and the ship feels really modern for its age. This ship was built in the mid to late 90s, and you would never know unless you read it. Now, there are some venues that definitely, have aged, but I feel like they're kind of charming. Joe Farkas, the main architect back then, definitely had his hand, in those areas. I'm talking specifically about, I believe it's called Tom Sawyer's Library, and then there's like the New York Piano Bar. They definitely stand out for, being that late 90s kind of interior design. But again, I feel like it's charming. But the rest of the ship is very modern, even compared to, some of the newer class ships like, the Spirit class or maybe the Freedom class. Also, we love the layout of this ship, the overall cleanliness. It's absolutely immaculate, especially talking about a 30-year-old ship, so clean. I don't know if it's because, there's less guests, there's more crew to guest ratio, or maybe just, the officers on board really have, everything under control, but it is fantastic. Now, really the only area that I would say that this ship suffers in just a little bit is, well, first of all, not being able to cruise longer than, 5 or 6 nights. Typically, they do have, cruises every now and then on these ships that are a little bit longer, but we would love to be on this ship, for a lengthy amount, whether it's, 7 nights, 12 nights, 14 nights, or more. Honestly, we could live on this ship if you let us, but that's besides the point. Now, the other thing that's going to hold it back is going to be the amenities that are on board, and that's because of the age of the ship, but also the size. There's just no room to put any more amenities, really. So you're not going to have, some of the other options. You're not going to have a lot of the different specialty restaurants on board, as well as different activities that you'll see on some of the other class ships. But what you don't get with the amenities, you definitely get with that more personable experience. You get to spend more time, communicating with the crew, getting that one-on-one time, meeting some of the other guests, and really just relaxing a little bit more than always being on the go, trying to get to the next activity because there's so much to do. So I think it's a more relaxing experience. experience. And moving up and taking the top spot for our cruises ranked from last year is going to be the Carnival Celebration. We had a phenomenal time on this cruise. We took it in October. I think it was the beginning of October. 7 nights, had an incredible time. It was Halloween month, so the ship was decorated. Little man ended up winning the kids Halloween contest, and then the main Halloween contest he won under the kids category as well. The food was delicious in the main dining room, at the specialty restaurants. I would say the only holdback with food was the, again, main buffet, as well as we didn't love Chi Bang this time around. I feel like we liked it a lot better the last time we had it, but it was still overall pretty good, and it's absolutely free the first time you go, so even better just to have another option. We loved all of the different free specialty dining options. We did all of them except for the Guy's Pig and Anchor Smokehouse Brewhouse. The entertainment was wonderful on board. They had several different, Halloween themed activities, as well as a few added things that we've never seen before. The layout, of course, was very desirable. We absolutely love Summer Landing, as well as the aft pool. I believe it's called the Tides Pool. 2 of our favorite areas on board the ship. But what really blew us away about the Carnival Celebration, hands down, is the Golden Jubilee area, as well as all of the history that's on board this ship. If you know us, we are absolutely obsessed with cruise history, cruise artifacts, and anything Carnival Cruise related, because we are big fans. But there's so much history, originals, reproductions, replicas. I did a video on it if you want to, see all of the history that's on board this beautiful ship. But the fact that they had, original pieces from the original Mardi Gras, the original Celebration, the Victory, the Triumph, the Ecstasy, and so much more just scattered around this entire ship. It was just incredible. We will absolutely revisit this ship, hopefully in the near future. And it definitely made us want to go check out the Carnival Jubilee as well. Of course, we've been on the Mardi Gras a few times, so I think Jubilee will be next on the list as far as XL class ships go, but we'll have to wait and see. Well, that's our cruise rankings for 2024. Have you been on any of these ships? What was your favorite? What's the ship that you're, looking forward to the most? Maybe you're booked on it. Maybe you're looking to book on it. Ask any questions in the comment section below. Now, so far in 2025, we have 4 cruises booked spanning, I believe it's 37 days. We are looking to add to that. It is our cruise season. This is when, Michelle's job starts getting breaks, little man starts getting breaks, and it is go time for cruises. So hopefully we'll keep doing this list, adding it on. If you like the video, please hit the like button. If you enjoy cruise content, whether it's videos like this, informational cruise videos, vlogs, and so much more, consider subscribing, joining our cruise community. If you're already subscribed, thank you so much. We appreciate the support. Hopefully we'll see you right back here in the next video or on a cruise ship one day. Catch you later.
I woke up with the sun today, rolled out of bed and said, I'm gonna have some fun today, and that's just what I did. The birds were singing, come outside, I felt giddy like a kid. If life is like a swimming pool, I'm jumping in. We got the perfect summer day, so put me in your plans. You know that this doesn't happen every day, so everybody clap your hands. Cause when we raise on high, every hand in the sky, we're the super fans, feeling grand in the grandstands. Shout it out, make some noise, make it loud, soaking up the lovely weather, everything just comes together. I woke up feeling good today, my journey has begun. I gotta give a shout out to the green grass and the sun. It's a long way off, a tricky shot, but I know it can be done. Another day, another game, another hole in one. Yeah, we got the perfect summer day, so put me in your plans. You know that this doesn't happen every day, so everybody clap your hands. Cause when we raise on high, every hand in the sky, we're the super fans, feeling grand in the grandstands. Shout it out, make some noise, make it loud. as if you only pause. You'll hear the crowd applaud. They're cheering for you now. Stand up and take a bow. You know that you deserve it. Today is picture perfect. Raise on high, every hand in the sky. We're the super fans, feeling grand in the grandstands. Shout it out, make some noise, make it loud. Soaking up the lovely weather, everything just comes together. Clap our hands, clap our hands, clap our hands. We're the super fans, feeling grand in the grandstands. Clap our hands, clap our hands, clap our hands. We're wishing it could last forever, baby. Put your hands together. That's why we clap our hands. That's why we clap our hands.